You guys already know what time it is. We are back. And I'm sure you guys already read the title. Today we are going to be taking a look at Vegito versus Buu. But before we start, by this time I posted my Sukuna versus Maharaga fight. So if you guys are interested, feel free to check it out. If you guys enjoy and or like what I post, I would appreciate it if you guys liked and subscribed. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So we start off when we see Goku and Vegeta getting out of the rubble after getting their ass beat by Buu. Watching that had me looking at my phone like this, cause ain't no way the two strongest Saiyans are getting their ass handed to them by pink bubblegum. Look at buuhan at the top of the mountain. Bro thinks he's Piccolo. But you might be asking yourself, how did we even get here in the first place? So for a quick recap, Super Buu basically absorbed everyone. He turned everyone into candy and ate them, basically making them a part of him. Once he was done absorbing all those other guys, he absorbed Gotenks and Piccolo, also making them a part of him. Then Gohan showed up to put hands on him, and he had this cool ass introduction too.
So, Hotshot, you want to fight Majin Buu?
Fight you? No, I want to kill you.
And he was low-key beating his ass too, but just like the others, Gohan ultimately became a part of Buu, now making arguably the strongest buuhan. Now we're back to Goku and Vegeta, and Goku's trying to give this guy a prep talk, but Vegeta wasn't hearing any of it. He had to remind him that Buu bodied his wife and kid and asked if he's trying to get back for them. But by the end, he finally listens and fuses into the GOAT fusion Vegito. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where the quote-unquote fight really starts. The first thing he starts doing is punching and kicking the air, basically warming up his body. Then almost immediately after being born, he starts taunting and talking trash. And as you could probably guess, Buu didn't take that well and tries to attack him. But he dodges and catches a two-piece and gets sent flying. But Buu wasn't tolerating any of that and starts low-key piecing him up and knocks him to the ground. He shoots a ki blast and explodes the place. But in the midst of the smoke, Vegito still stands. And not only that, he stands completely unharmed, talking about some that was good warm-up. But Buu thinks he's Luffy and extends his arm to grab Vegito, and he throws him into a mountain. And just like the last time, he stands there completely unfazed. But now it's Vegito's turn to put hands on him. Vegito flies up in the air and starts beating him like he's an abusive father, indenting his hand into his gut. He kicks him away and does a version of Vegeta's Big Bang attack. It lands and the dust clears, and look how Buu comes out looking like. He's missing half his body, an arm, a piece of his tentacle, and not to mention all the other damage. This is so bad, I don't even have a comparison for this either. This is just bad. But Vegito just smiles and goes back to talking trash.
Pull yourself together, would ya? It's humiliating.
I'm not even Buu and I'm pissed, but he ends up regenerating. And they get back to fighting, and Buu looks like he's kinda holding his own. But not too long apparently, cause literally like 20 seconds later, he's getting his face indented like how Toppo did to Frieza in the Tournament of Power. Vegito follows up with a kick to the head, and Buu comes back into frame looking like chewed bubblegum. We zoom out and bro is shaking, but he ends up regenerating and starts to power up. But Vegito isn't worried, bro thinks he's Aizen. He charges up even more, making Vegito cover his face and push him to the ground. We cut to Buu and he's charging a huge energy blast that would blow up the planet. Buu asks if he's ready and Vegito starts talking trash to him. I swear, this guy talks more trash than he actually fights, but I'm not blaming him because he can actually back it up. And Buu's about to realize that in a second. Then Vegito tells Buu that he won't move from that spot he's standing in. Buu gets pissed and throws the energy blast at him. And Vegito was true to his word because he didn't move. Instead, he catches it and starts running with it like he's Usain Bolt. He kicks it back at Buu, but he dodges it and it explodes in space. So ladies and gentlemen, as you could probably guess, this is basically a coughing baby versus a hydrogen bomb. They meet in the air again and Buu starts pointing at himself like he's Vegeta. And if you know anything about Dragon Ball, you'd know anytime Vegeta points at himself, he ends up like this. So you already know where this is going. Vegito says it's time to get serious and finally go Super Saiyan. Yep, it's GG's. Buu tries blitzing Vegito, but he dodges this, and he tries it 4 more times, but he misses every time. He tries to shoot another energy blast at him just to get it sent back to get a kick to the jaw. But Buu powers up and actually gets a few hits off, and he sends him into the water to follow up with a barrage of energy blasts. And I'm pretty sure you guys already know what comes next, cause Vegito comes out the water with his arms crossed talking trash.
That wasn't too bad. But your aim is lousy. What were you shooting at? Are you aiming at?
So Vegito hits him with the meanest Big Bang attack and damn near shoots him into space. When we cut back to Buu, we see bro literally in pieces. Yeah, I know a prime LeBron when I see one. Buu regenerates again and figures it was a good idea to shoot smoke to cut visibility, cause in his mind, if you can't see him, you can't attack me. Yeah, that didn't work out so well. But bro blitzes him and grabs his leg to throw him into the ground. He shoots his spirit sword into the ground and picks him up to look at Boo. I don't even have any words for this, he's getting beat so bad. Vegito, as usual, starts talking trash and mocking this guy. And Boo is fuming, he detaches himself and regenerates. And everyone, allow me to show you what this guy does, cause this is actually borderline freaky. This guy starts jiggling and wiggling around in the air and enters Vegito through his mouth.
Pause!
Yo, this your go? He literally starts filling Vegito. He becomes one with Vegito, if you will. But Vegito, being Vegito, starts talking trash and powers up to compress him within himself. Boo starts moving around in Vegito, and every time he's visible, he would punch himself. He does this like 3 more times before reaching his back before getting damn near body slammed into the dirt. So after that beating, he finally exits Vegito. Boo gets pissed and starts powering up, but Vegito stops that bull right away and sends him flying. Even he knew he was finished.
He won. I lost.
Well, if you ask me, that was a little too close for comfort.
I lost.
He tries blitzing him again just to get hit with a sonic sway. He gets punched and then bro grabs his head tentacle. Y'all know that one game we all used to have as kids, that paddle with the ball attached to it? I thought he was about to do that with his body, but no, he shoots an energy blast at him, making him scream in agony, almost making him 2D. But he uses his body to warp around him and starts choking him. But Vegito powers up and gets out of it before Boo turns into Diddy. And remember what I said about Boo absorbing others? Well, he can also use their moves as well. Now Boo is using Gotenks' Ghost Kamikaze attack. But he wasn't having that and he blows them up. But he makes a bunch more and they start using the Kamehameha wave. But these ones are low-key different because they start moving around and they start following him like heat-seeking missiles. So Vegito has to fly through a cavern to get rid of them just for some of them to appear in front of him. They use Galagun and it looks like they got him. I mean, look at this massive crater. But if you've been watching the same fight I have, you'd already know what comes next. The smoke clears and he's not even there. In fact, next scene we see his head get blown off by none other than our blonde king. But Boo tries to get back just to get peace in the air. And he's being so disrespectful with it too, cause look how his arms are crossed. And bro using his elbow and knee to destroy this guy's esophagus. But after that beating, Boo has an idea. He starts taunting Vegito. And remember when I told you Boo could turn people into candy? Yeah, well, he did that with Vegito, turned bro into a chocolate ball. And when he had him in the palm of his hand, he started celebrating. He even asked himself if he was gonna lick him or chew him. What in the ditty? He was talking trash for a cool minute and a half. But when he was actually about to eat him, this so-called candy made bro punch him in the face. Then Vegito in candy form started flying and immediately started talking trash again. Then he started warming up for this ass whooping he's about to give Boo, hitting bro with this pump fake like how Sukuna did to Maharaga. Like if you're flinching at the candy you made, you might as well pack it up because you ain't winning. And not only does he have Boo shaking, he's still giving him the chance to surrender. But Boo being Boo, he wasn't trying to hear that. Then they get to fighting and Vegito hits bro with a gut check, uppercut, then bounces off his head like he's Super Mario. He comes back to meet Vegeta in the air and starts swinging. Yeah, he's fighting Candy right now and losing. Like bro can't even land a hit. But wait a minute, are y'all seeing this? This is Vegito right here and this is Boo. You can clearly see that Boo isn't swinging at anyone. He's literally having Boo fighting demons right now. Swinging at air. Yeah, pack it up, bro. That's not even all either. Bro flies back and dodges his punches, and once Boo stops attacking, you can see Vegito literally running laps around this guy. Vegito's literally making new attacks.
Well, if you're not going to eat me, let me show you one of my new moves. Pinball attack! Yeah!
Like, are we being dead ass right now? We must be, because 2 seconds later, he got Boo like this. He grabs Vegito and tries to eat him, but he starts going up and down in this guy's mouth, literally making him do a backflip. He makes him punch himself in his own mouth and escapes. Had bro's eyes bulging out of his head. He starts smacking him around and goes in his mouth, ripping a hole through his throat and cutting off his tentacle. Then he finally comes to his senses and realizing that it would actually be easier if he fought him in his original form. He powers up and tries to blitz Vegito again, and he's getting blocked and hit with a sonic sway. And just like the last 100 times, he gets hit with a two-piece. Boo starts ki blast spamming, but Vegito legit just runs through them and gets hit with another two-piece. Then gets blasted by Vegeta's own energy blast. Had bro looking like this after. He tries regenerating, but gets hit with a down slam, teleports to the kick to the head to the tentacle grab. This guy is doing Dragon Ball FighterZ combos right now. Boo tries hitting him with a point blank attack, but Vegito comes out unfazed. He drops him and hits him with yet another ki blast, leaving him like this. Like, let's take a look at this guy for a second. No legs, one arm, a hole through his chest like he's Rengoku, and no tentacle. This is humiliating. But Boo regenerates again, but Vegito starts yawning and says it's time to finish this. But Boo starts talking trash just to get hit with the spirit sword straight through his mouth, looking like that one meme I put on the screen. Then he says he got 10 seconds to pray or do whatever he wants before he kills him. But y'all remember how Boo can absorb people, right? When Vegito cut off his tentacle, it was placed in the perfect position to absorb him. He literally had Boo telepathically talking to himself. But Vegito was expecting this, allowing Boo to absorb him. So once Vegito hit 10, Boo absorbed him, making Vegito now a part of him. But technically, Boo didn't absorb him, but that's a video for another day.